Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that. Like, hold on. Again, welcome, Carmen. How's everything? What's going on? There parts of nothing thought of you. Can't help but touch myself as well. Welcome, Michelle. This one moonlight, you live beside me all night. Do it again and again. Oh, I want you so bad. Welcome, Christy, to my music life. I get so high when I'm around you, baby. I can touch the sky. You make my temperature rise. You're making me high. Welcome, Lisa. Be obsessed with thought of you makes me wanna get undressed. I wanna be with you in spite of one night of sex. I want you so bad. Welcome, Marco. And again, and again, and again. I want you so bad, baby, baby, baby. Joanne, what did you? Excuse me. I know you watched WrestleMania, but like, Joanne, what did you? Excuse me. I know you watched WrestleMania, but like, who were you also rooting for? Like, what other good matches were there that night? That's the way love goes. I'll give you the time of your life. And by the way, did you go to the Discord channel and see the t-shirt that I made? I'm gonna take you there. Oh, oh. Welcome everyone to my Music Live. My name is Jennifer. I run a Music Live Monday through Friday between 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like -4 UTC if you're not in the United States. What was the question at first? Fair enough. What were the other good matches that were in WrestleMania, like this weekend? I encourage people for new people, I encourage people to please double tap, like, share, follow, join Team Jennifer by pressing that heart button. Got me here all night. I gotta reboot my modem because just in case it is on my side, I don't know. Baby dear, it's so good I wanna cry. Oh, I'm gonna take you there. Oh, oh, that's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. Double tap the screen, please. Show some love. That's the way love goes. Do that for a little bit. Come home late. It seems you barely beat the sun. Tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some loving, I suggest you go back there. Where you came from, day to day. With you, it's always something else. Working my nerve. God knows that I don't deserve what you put me through. 'Cause I've been so good to you. For you to come. It was full of twists and turns and unexpected returns and title changes. Yeah, you know,
generally that's what they try to do with WrestleMania to make it worth people's while, because otherwise people will complain and like people wouldn't like want to watch it. But as long as the cards were good, you know. Aliozer, what's going on? How was your what did it do? How was your Easter weekend, man? No, who's working now? You had to shut you down. I had to shut you down.
What were you thinking? Bringing her into our home in our bed.
Thank you for the likes, man. Great vibes this weekend. How was yours? It was okay. I have to say it was decent. However, I don't know why, but my muscles are just like not happy with me recently. So I find myself sitting more and more. But no, I'm here to hang out and see how's everybody doing. I'm glad it was good. Good for you. How's your back? My back is better now. It's just like the muscles that ended up having to compensate for my back. They're not now like, okay, we don't have to deal with your back anymore. But yeah, we're not happy with you. So I'm like, so because you know your muscles compensate for when something's not working. So now they're not happy. I just have to remember to take my magnesium and just stretch a lot. Your lies ain't working now. Who's working now? I'm glad you're here and hanging out. Glad starting to improve. Yep. Like honestly, just forward movement. Anything to get closer to sanity, right? But I'm glad you had a good weekend. So what's going on this week? Anything exciting? Thank you for the likes. Team is home from road trip this week. So you're gonna be busy? What is it like to I mean, I know you say you work in the front office, but what is it like? Is it like busy? I mean, I'm assuming during the season it has to be, but I'm just kind of curious. Because like, the only I hate to say this because it just, I don't want to sound bad, but like the only reference that I have is like when, like in Seinfeld, was it one of the characters worked for the Yankees clubhouse or something? That was like the only reference I have to anything about that, you know, in regards to baseball. So, busy office work, client stuff, and stadium upkeep. You know, I think it would be, you know, one of the things I miss from living in New York, they would have during the Mets would have this thing where you could like meet the players, and you could walk the bases, and it's just so like if you're walking on the bases on City, like the old Shea Stadium, not City Field. I don't know if they ever did it with City Field, but it was really weird, like when you're in the field and just like looking up at the stands, like holy crap, it was so surreal. Have you ever done that? I'm assuming you have. I mean, like being there, God knows that sometimes they need like extra hands to do something. You know, they'll call anybody and everybody that they can. We have some level of that. That I think that's like really awesome when you're like, it's almost like you're in a forbidden area, and it's just like, at least for me, it was kind of awe-inspiring in a way. So the worst is road week. Oh, tarp pole, yeah. Yeah, I can imagine, because especially if it's already raining and that tarp is heavy, I would imagine it's heavy as hell. We get special events and their minds get blown on off weeks. I used to do casino events. I used to deal poker, blackjack, and roulette for casino companies. We did a lot of charities. So there were times where I actually deal poker, blackjack, and roulette for casino companies. We did a lot of charities. So there were times where I actually, so Citi Field has a clubhouse, and I would get called up to do work there, like to deal cards. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. You have your special areas where they're still trying to make money off the stadium even when it's off season. I get it. They think events at stadiums are, well, you know what? I can understand. Like, most people are not like expecting to have an event at a stadium, right? So I totally get it. I'm surprised when David Wright was still with the Mets, he would have his events at South Street Seaport in Manhattan rather than at the stadium, which I dealt for him a number of times for his non-for-profit David Wright Foundation. So I was like kind of surprised. Like, I'm surprised you don't use a stadium because, like, first of all, parking is like amazing, It's super cool. I get it. A different scene. Tigers do some cool stuff like that with the foundation stuff too. Yeah. I think like most teams have like a non-for-profit they do for, but it's different with each team. I know that I've worked for the Rangers hockey team when they've done their children's charity casino event, and I mentioned David Wright. It gets like people have it like at different locations. Whatever works. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. You worked for. So as I said, casino entertainment gigs. So it was a one-time. They were doing an event in the city, and yeah, it was for the Rangers. And those guys are stupid tall. Like, I felt like a dwarf, like standing amongst them. This when what should I call it? Thank you for the heart. Oh, Mama T-Rex. Right? It's like super cool though. Yeah, it is like they're all like all dressed up. How are you, Mama T-Rex? How was your weekend? My buddy works for chess.com, does a lot of events with NFL and love. I can imagine, like, very busy. Well, busy. Like, I thought you were like downtime because of the training. That training was over. Right. You know what? Doing events for other teams and people are like those kind of events are fun, And what's great is if you do them more often, you get recognized, which happened a lot. Like, which happened a lot for me. It's like busy, but just home for a birthday. Oh, whose birthday? Yeah, I remember you're a Virgo, so I know it's not yours. Yeah, I think I've done events. So far, I've done just like events for the Mets and I never done events for the Yankees. I don't know what kind of events they do, to be quite frank. In love, and I can't get enough. Justine, welcome to the chat. Welcome to my music live, everyone. My cousin's 45th. Oh, that's wonderful. Are you throwing a party? Looking forward to another day. Or did you throw a party and you're like back? Because I know like it's late, like later. Living dreams, yeah. Thank you, Alioza, for all the likes. It helps. Let's see. 45. Do I remember 45? That's not not even that long ago for me. I can't even say that. What do you need to confess? Did you finally steal the duvet? In the kissing game. Oh, so what happened? I haven't been on his live, so I don't know. Are you just like getting tired of him? Sharon, why don't you share a fun story about your sister? I think that would be a good way to honor her. You know, bring joy to not just yourself for remembering, but joy to others for and giving her life even after she is gone. I think that's a great way to honor somebody you care about that has gone. Tired of all the battles. Fair enough. I know that you were in that mode with that, and I agree. You know, the battling is a bit much. I understand why he does it, but I agree. It is a lot. You know, but well, Mama, you're always welcome here, and I hope I give you a welcome space of respite. The only thing is for me, battling would be 3 times a week, so nowhere close as much as him, but to at least help in regards to my overall numbers, and I showed you guys why. So and you at least you know it's not going to be like my entire life. Life with Aaron. Hi, how are you? How was your holiday weekend? And how's your Monday doing? Until the dawn. Well, Mama, also, if you think about it, now you could put your attentions to a new interest, whoever that may be. Maybe Danny, maybe like Root. There are plenty of choices. I won't mention anything though to him. I'm a little tired of TikTok with all those battles. Fair enough. I agree. It is a little bit much. I just come like, you know, I just hit and run with certain people. That's all. Yes, my career trip. Fair enough. I have to eventually, I keep on saying I want to go out to like Japan, and I have to go back to Taiwan at some point to visit family. So I keep on saying that, and I don't. Will not meet up with Swag. Well, if you're not showing up on his lives anymore, I can understand why. But you're still part of Team Janifer. I hope that doesn't affect our relationship, because you're a sweetie. You make going live fun. Two Cap, how are you? How was your weekend? How was your Easter weekend? Thank you for the heart. I'll always be part of Team Jam. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You're one of the people that makes going live fun. Awesome. He is written exactly. I think one of the best ways somebody's referred it to is like Zombie Jesus Day. Thanks for how was yours? Um, P. Um, Basically, Jesus is risen from the grave, from death. Mine was okay. We had Easter brunch here with the kids on 420. Had that. Was the most high. Yo, I didn't realize that you're not kidding. Oh my goodness. Oh, atheist here. Oh, fair enough. 420 on Easter, he has risen as who is the most high. Yeah, that's great. I found it interesting that that the Pope passed away. Was it today or was it yesterday? Like on Easter. By the way, I think he was like the most progressive Pope, and I hope. Yeah, he was 88. Yeah, if you're talking about angel numbers, that's definitely a big one. That 88 is the number of prosperity in like Chinese representation. So, double it because it looks like the symbols of double happiness. That's why you see that in like weddings, and it looks like the number 88. So. I know plenty of atheists, and I respect that. My father's Buddhist. I was a Buddhist until I became Christian in my 30s. But I respect everybody's path. Somebody was like saying, so the U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance went to the Vatican City to meet with the Pope, and the next day the Pope died. So people are blaming J.D. Vance now. And they're saying that, yeah, that's his fault. He was the one, like, the Pope killed over the next day. Oh my goodness. They're like saying the man's the Antichrist. I have no idea. Right, JD, dang it. I don't know. I'm just seeing it around. We have more than enough 420s in the Netherlands. Yeah, it's funny. That's the one thing about like going to the Netherlands. Like, I would love to visit. The problem is that I'm allergic to pot smoke. So I know that it's people are allowed to smoke freely, and like that's their prerogative, and if the rules like allowed it, yeah, then so be it. But that means it's just gonna be harder for me to actually enjoy my time there. So like I ended up having to avoid parts of Miami Beach when I went there with my husband because it was just so prevalent in the air. It's like, oh man, don't go to beach. I would love to go to the small towns because I think that you get to know the true culture of a place when you go to like the small areas, like the small towns and such. It's just like there's so much character. I think I love so where I am in Florida, there are a lot of small towns that have that because there are a lot of tourists that come through Florida, right? Not necessarily for Disney, but for the beaches because it's really known for the beaches around here. And there are like these other small quaint towns that are really off the beach that is supported, and yeah, it's a lot of history and it's a lot of great things to check out. At least this area, there's a lot of pirate history, so it's kind of cool to like look up shipwrecks and piracy along the Florida coast and Georgia too. So about to hop in the tub. I'll be on a little later. All right, I'll see you later, 2Cap. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, a lot of history, and it's wonderful to check out. My husband is really into like World War II, and I know that like we want to eventually go to we have to go to Italy because we said that we want to head over there and visit where his family was originally from, and then go to France and to like go to separate places. We want to stop by at Switzerland. I would love to go to the Netherlands too, and just check out the historic spots and just like the little towns that haven't really aged since. And like at some point we were thinking also about moving to Italy, but it's now off the table because the rules have since changed about immigration there. So, but it is fine. Hi, Aqua Diamonds. How are you? Welcome to my music live. La, 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 la. Whoa. But so I don't travel as much. Oh, Sonia, haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's going on? SVT, welcome to the chat. Welcome everyone to my music live. If you're new here, I run a music live Monday through Friday between 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. For those not in the United States, it's -4 UTC. And right now, I'm actually replaying my first live set that I had actually recorded and actually documented. So recently, I celebrated my 3rd month anniversary doing live. So I never got a chance to kind of honor that benchmark. So I'm kind of doing it today. Take so long to give it to you, baby. So tell me, how was your Easter Sunday weekend, or like how's your week going so far? Yummy Brighton, great singer, but too high pitched. I can't hit her notes well easily. I'm an alto. I'm more of like Anita Baker, Tony Braxton kind of like vocal range. Lazy but also busy. That's one, like sometimes you need to be lazy, right? Because like if you keep on going, eventually you get tired. It's like, I need a moment. So it's good to be lazy. And I know you were busy. Funeral? Who passed away? At the end of the day, all I really care is my best friend's auntie. Hopefully her family is able to come through this a lot better. The auntie is in a better place now. So, known her for 30 years. Oh, I'm so sorry. My condolences. Were you in good standing with, like, did you like the person? Because, it could be like, oh, it was just somebody that, like, I'm there to support, like, my friend or whatever have you, which is totally okay, too. Or was it somebody who was close to you? Like, you can't wait. Tell me something before it's too late. Again and again, when until you say when, ooh, is it good for you? Time is precious and it can't wait. Tell me something before it's too late. I just knew her, didn't see her often. Fair enough. Sometimes, it's good to be there for your friends, when she had dementia. Yeah. A lot of times, like they say dementia is hereditary, and thankfully I have not had that in my family. Unfortunately, I know the people that do, and it's really cool to see what they try to do to like work be like to counteract it, I knew somebody who actually played mahjong continue like normally to count because it requires strategy and thinking, like a lot of thinking. So that was her way of counteracting it. Counteracting it. It's like her mahjong game was strong too. It's like, but you know, at least now she like that whole like situation. You know, where your friend's aunt is now at least free from that, which is good. But yeah, my condolences to your friend and her family, and to you for your best friend's aunt. And I know you want to be there for her, and I totally get it. If it was my best friend, I'd fly out to New York and be with her for that too. Bear down, what's going on? How was your weekend? Oh boy. It's because you and I are like close in age, so it's just like we're coming to the age where like closer family members are starting to go if they haven't gone already, and I'm not looking forward to it. I have both my parents are still alive, and I tell you, I don't look forward to what might happen in the coming years, because I think, even though I don't get along with my mother, alright, I know I'm still going to be a mess. You know, I get along with my father great, still going to be a mess. But, yeah, as their time comes, I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle that. Truth. I know it's all, all the process of being alive, right? But, man, you know, especially with people that you're close to, there are a lot of people I have to go visit, though, in the next at least 5 years to ensure that, you know, I make some time for them. I think that's the most important part, like trying to make time. It's starting, and it's very difficult to see and handle. I agree, because I think particularly because like they were like fixtures of your life, right? Like mainstays, people that were like the normal coming goings, and in a way, like them going, it's like, oh, we're no longer a kid anymore, or like life is changing. You know, I mean, like we haven't been children for quite some time, but it's almost like that security of having that older generation that was the ones that watched over us are starting to go. And I tell you, I am like, I was a mess when my grandfather passed. My grandfather was on my dad's side, and I went to the funeral. I was there a week. I ended up going to town to where they were about was it a week before he passed away, and yeah, it is a reminder of your own mortality. Agreed. And I love my grandfather. He was my paternal grandfather was one of the people that raised me, and yeah, it was really hard to take. But I know that I'm going to be a mess when my dad goes. Like, despite everything, you know, like, it is a reminder of my mortality, but it's also an end to a relationship of you know, a kinship. For me, it's just like there's certain people I know that I'm going to have to take off for some time just to get myself normalized again, because they meant so much to me. But it comes with life, age, you know, people we love, but you know, some people will go, some people go sooner than others, some people, especially those that watched us grow up and that were there for us all through that time. Oh my God, that becomes some of the hardest ones to let go of, right? Matt, welcome to my music live. How you doing? How was your week so far? Why do you think you're considered cold? Why do you think? Isha, Mistress of Darkness. Oh, like it's late for you, I think. Blessed, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. How have you been? How was your Easter? Yeah, you don't want to scare him off too early. But the thing is, like, you know, what are you trying to do? Train him? I would not be surprised if you were. And a lot of followers. Nah, you gotta scare them the first to see. True. Well, see, Isha, you have a specific type that likes being under your heel, and you are blessed with the assets to and the attitude to keep them under the heel and say yes, yes, mommy, please more. So I don't know about like anybody else, but I know I'm not there yet. Come on, let's be honest about it. I need to get him when he doesn't have a lot of people on live. Yeah, like there's some content creators like they're getting more and more people because the chat goes really fast. Yeah, and you get lost in the shuffle. I get it. Rub you the right way. I did that Comedian in America went in hard. And how did he react? Which comedian, by the way? Anybody of note? And was this done in person or online? And also, does he have now your number on speed dial? Let's just say when I'm in America, I'll be staying with him a couple of days. Oh, okay. So he does have your number on speed dial. It's in his favorites. Like, I'll just live vicariously through all of you. Like, I'll tell you my past stories, and for your current stories, I'll just live vicariously through you. I'm not telling anyone. I can't spill the beans till the deal is sealed. Totally understand. So basically, he's partially under your heel. He hasn't licked the boot yet. But I'll be sure to come to tell you my two girls. We appreciate that. I just call it the way I see it. I think I've kind of gotten a better understanding of you throughout our conversations to know, when whatever I say is accurate and 100% possible when it comes to you. It's like if he's not already like, you know, saying please mommy may I have another, it's definitely like TikTok is screening my chest. Oh really? Now the question is like okay, so there are the chats that are one way that like don't get much response because unfortunately like they have to follow you to respond back, right? Or at least accept the invite to respond back. Or is it like people that you should not be talking to and is like getting a little spicy? because the thing is this: you like them a lot. You like them a lot younger. Granted, legal. We must clarify that, but still, again, censored all the time. It's annoying. Ah, I would be a good. I believe you would be a good saucy host. Maybe like TikTok is like if you ever did go live, there has to be another platform. I don't know. Maybe Twitch, maybe Instagram. I have no idea. We'll start our own agency. Yo, yeah, you never know. Not in looks, but in talk. Oh, stop it. Honestly, looks can be manufactured. Trust me on that. Like, Twitch. I've seen some wild stuff on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch. You won't get like shadow banned, or at least you won't get like flagged for inappropriate behavior. Mama, excuse me, you smoking. Honestly, like, the one thing I keep on telling people is, like, looks can honestly be manufactured. I'll give you an example. So, nothing against this artist, but she, honestly, Celine Dion can sing her ass off. But when she had her contract under Disney, she in her contract stipulated she could not be seen in public without makeup. Because they found that she was not appealing without her makeup. So yeah. When she was under contract with them, it was stipulated that she could not be seen in public without makeup on. She's an incredible singer. No knocking her. She's amazing. Like, and her range is outstanding. But yeah, that's how it goes, man. And I keep on telling, like, people, like, they're like, oh, you have to be hot and whatever have you. Dude, all of that can be manufactured. It's like, you want me to have a bigger bust? Put me in a corset. You know? Isha, you know. Like, if you want me to be, like, thinner, there's always, like, face tape and there's also makeup. You know? And I'm not lying. You know? If you want me to, I only sell what I have. Trust me when I say this, like, anybody can look like a knockout. I've seen, okay, there's a story. I know these two guys. One I know for a while, he's an asshole. Pure asshole. Egotistical SOB. Right? And, he believes he could bag any woman he wants. And like, he's well kept, you know, he keeps himself in, like, in decent shape. Not my type. I don't like him. He's a jerk. Like, bad attitude. And I accidentally bumped into a guy who was a straight off doppelganger. Looks dead up like this guy. And they're not related at all. But he has no ego. He has, like, he doesn't think too much of himself. As I said, facially, body type, they look identical. You would think they were twins. But it just shows you how much self-esteem can change somebody. Like, this one guy, he would be able to, like, ego guy, yeah, he bagged a lot of women. I don't know why, but he did. And the other one couldn't. And it was honestly about attitude. Some people just, like, you know, the way they carry themselves. It's not about how you look. Trust me when I say that. So I was listening to voice notes. I'm back. Okay. So Mama T-Rex, look. Like, honestly, if you don't feel that you are a knockout, you can always change that if you want. And the thing is, I've only seen your profile picture, but you're cute. You're a cutie patootie. So I can't think of you not being attractive. Like, I'm just saying. I truly believe that every woman has the power to be a baddie. And it all comes from confidence. Yes, it does. Yeah. Confidence is huge. confidence is huge. Trust me when I say that. You know, I've seen it firsthand. Who was screaming "Mama" on that? Who was screaming "Mama" in that voice note? Mommy. You're gonna make me choke. Oh yeah, that's right. You and Prince. Welcome, PJ. PJ, you've been like passing through quite a bit, man. How was your weekend? Oh, damn, girl, you got them on a leash. They're calling in and saying good night to you, girl. I need to learn from you. Pretty good. How was yours? Pretty decent. Just had brunch with the family at home, and just chilled out. Had a good time. Come on, get you over, baby. Stop, he's so adorable. I love him. You got that boy whipped. Are we making babies with Prince? Like little princes and princelets? So PJ, any plans for the week? What's going down? Oh, come on. You know, Isha, that question's going to happen. Like, are we going to see questions going to because I will not be coming over anytime soon. Thank you very much. I don't need a wife coming after me. And besides, even if you didn't have a wife, the answer would still be no. Because I am not like your roadie chicks or the girls that you had when you were in other bands. The buck stops here, dude. There's some guys that literally like they think that they could land like the lead singer or any like groupie chicks, and I'm like, dude, do I look like a groupie? P defended me against another host once, and honestly, it was, oh, what happened? Please share. That is a sweet move, but now I'm curious. You must share. You must share the story. It was a while ago. A host popped in on, but didn't gift. Was it on your live or was it on? Or does does Prince run a live? Got riled up when he matched against P, and I was popping off with, and he started talking about me during the match. Because you were gifting P rather than him? That's how it works. It's like, that's how matches work, man. You're going to give gifts to one and not the other. It's like, you don't get mad. That's how it goes. Weirdo. Like, that's somebody who was just like, no, you're mine and mine alone. It's like, dude, no. Like, you're going to lose this battle, so what? You know? It's people's prerogative. You spend money on whoever your host is, whether it's being me or anybody else. It's your money. It's your prerogative, you know? And none of us as hosts have the right to tell you otherwise. Anybody who does is a selfish asshole. He was like, I'm her first host and main host. Leave her alone. I will make Swag lose if there is a good punishment. He came back and apologized after, but I blocked him on TikTok after and Instagram. Yeah, because you don't need that energy. Nobody does. And you were right to do that, because the thing is this: when people show you who they are, believe them. And he showed you, that person showed you that they were a red flag. So, you did the right thing. Totally understand. I never gift him if he is doing a punishment match. He knows this. What? Because everybody wants to see him being punished. You're making him sound like a whipping boy. Love to make hosts lose if his punishment is good. Like, what would you consider a good punishment, though? I'm begging, begging, begging. Hey, I'm begging, I'm begging, begging, begging. Like, now I'm kind of curious, what would you consider a good punishment? That reminds me, and Swag are still to. Me and Swag are still to have a punishment match. If I lose, it have to rap travel and. If I lose, you have to rap travel in Korean. See him dance. I'm sorry, but I've never seen him dance, but I kind of imagine that he wouldn't be a good dancer. I might be wrong, I accept if I am, but him trying to look sexy while dancing, I don't know. I think it would break the internet in a weird way. I will make you win. Hey Darnell, by the way, you did Thanos. But dude, that t-shirt is awesome. That's the whole point. Darnell the Destroyer. Oh, Isha, I have to send you, like, when you went away for a little bit, I started a Discord channel, and I actually have to send you the invite for it. Because you are part of Team Janifer, and I do have to add you in. But like previously on my live, Darnell, we were talking about like Darnell the Destroyer and him being like Timu Thanos. So what would that look like? And he was thinking like Thanos as in Marvel Comics, right? But instead of purple, it being pink. And then I thought, yeah, with the body of Liberace because of like the gloves being jeweled. And then on an off time, I went to a AI image generator and I generated the image and I put it on the Discord channel. And over the weekend, I took 4 of the pictures that rendered out of that request, the AI request, and I made a t-shirt strictly for Darnell. So yeah, there's like there is a picture of I have created a picture of Thanos with a Liberace body and like the hair of Liberace. It's so funny. But Darnell, you don't like the t-shirt? I can make it just of that one print of Liberace of Timu Thanos. I couldn't use the word Timu, obviously, because of copyright. I wouldn't want it flagged. I think I may just make one t-shirt of just that primary photo of Timu Thanos. Yeah, Isha, after this live, I'll send you the invite. That t-shirt was so funny when when I put it together, I was like, Darnell would love this. If you don't, it's fine, it's cool, but I thought you'd get a kick out of it. Oh my god. Sadie's boy, there are so many. I need to do another game night. What do you do during game night, by the way? I heard about it. Excuse me. I heard about it previously, but I never asked, like, what do you do during game night? When you do, I think I heard about it, like, you do that during your live. We will not tell Swag that you traded him for Captain. I think he'll be very disappointed. Go get that man. Is Captain on TikTok, by the way? TikTok filtered me. It will be more round. It will be more round than long. We remember, if he knows what to do with it, it doesn't necessarily. As long as he can get it in. Yeah, so Beanie Weenie right now. Or however you spell his name. Chubby Bubby. Or is it Chubby Hubby? I appreciate a fluffy man. Look, there's nothing wrong with a big boy. I've dated a few in my life. Him being taken has not stopped Mama T-Rex before. Yeah, it hasn't stopped you before, so I don't think it'd stop you now. So my safe harbor is empty. He's taken the captain. You're hilarious. You need someone else to dock? I remembered Swag saying he's the moment of sailors and he's the moment of sailors and captains, and Captain is the dad. Oh, he's the mom of sailors and Captain is the dad. If that's the dynamic, hey. Like, there's always, like, I think, like, I just saw him. I just went to his TikTok and was like, oh, okay, now I know what he looks like. And I'm going to sound really, really weird. Do not judge me on this, but I think Flatfish is better looking. If you're talking about that group. So I guess was slightly disappointed when I started favoring Captain. He saw Mama T-Rex just going away to the other side. He's gonna miss Mama T-Rex, you know that. If you don't show up on his live anymore, he's going to be sad. And he's going to tear. And I hope to God he doesn't blame me for it, and I'm going to tell him, no, I had nothing to do with it. And that's all I'm going to say. Who am I going to menace with him? Truthfully, he has so many women on his live, you'll find somebody. But nobody of the quality of Mama T-Rex. I spend a lot on gifts for Captain to come on a live with swag. Really? So it's good to know that swag will hoe out Captain just to make a buck. Never did that for. Oh, you spent it on Captain rather than spent it on swag to convince Captain to get on. Oh, okay. Excuse me. I was about to say, it's like swag is willing to hoe out some of his teammates. I don't know. Into my eyes. So the question is, how much did you spend for that? Swag is cute and effable, but hey, everybody has their biases in every group, so there's nothing wrong with that. So basically, the choice is pretty much clear. A diving whale. I've got a video of swag on my live. Oh, really? What happened? Excuse me. Lying there, each other now I'm really scared. Even for a fantasy. Oh, emotion so strong, since fire burns on and on. I told him he should be used to my behavior. Then he said he was tired and vulnerable. Why does he do a bed live then? I said that was a mistake, but don't ever tell me you're feeling vulnerable. Yeah, not you. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. On and on and on and on. Not a good idea. Has he ever recovered from that? And what did you do after he told you that he was vulnerable? I made him cover up on voice chat. Not like anybody could see anything in voice chat. Really? Made him turn his camera on. Only you. Only you. Like, how much do you spend on him for him to do that, my dear? Dear God. Oh my dear God. What's Charisma and Dallin was in Vancouver. On voice chat too? Yeah, I haven't seen Dallin in a hot minute. I hope she's okay. It's like, I haven't even seen her on his chat either. Would you call my name and give it to me right? I had his hoodie over. Damn. he was hiding his face. I said, "You're hiding from me," and he said, "Yes." What did you say to him? Girl, you're fess up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now you got me interested. Like, I'm leaning in closer because I'm waiting for, to find out what did you say to him to convince him to get you on his live, and how much do you pay him? I mean, like, he doesn't realize it because, like, it just makes him sound like he's holding for you. Come on, you gotta give me info here. I'm like his third top gifter after Junie and AJ. Yeah. Damn those bots. I'm like his third top gifter after Junie and AJ. I can't understand. I just don't. I was basically asking him questions. What kind? Preferences. Actually, so there are some comments that TikTok allows us to see, and some that they flat out will not show us as hosts. So I don't know. Yeah, you can if you click on the team. Really? I was not aware of that. I think I'm level 43 or 45 or something for him. Yeah, that would make sense. I don't even remember what I am with him. Mine must have dropped because I haven't been on Swag Live for a hot minute. I need to find him. I need to find a Moneybags, Mr. Money. Like some of the stuff that you've given him while I was on live was like eye-boggling. I was just like, holy crap. It was like to the point where it was like, you know him personally. But, you know, that's when we were younger and a little bit more open with our pocketbook. You're level 42, Jesus. Well, if you like him that much, you'll be able to hit 50 pretty soon. Thank you for the likes. I'm just trying to encourage more like TikTok to send my live to more people in the FYP. Yeah, I'm his top supporter. Yeah, he deserves it. If that's if he makes you happy, he deserves it. Go for it. Have fun. Like, look, you know, if you say he's eye candy, and he's not just eye candy, but he's sweet. So if that's the case, like, yeah, go ahead. You know, you spend your like, I will spend my money here and there for certain hosts that I check out, and not necessarily because I think they're eye candy, but more to the fact that, at least for me, it's because I like them as hosts. So I will I'll put a little bit like with each and every one of them. Still, Swag gets the lion's share of like my allowance. like, but I haven't been going too often too. And it's also because of battling, and I feel like I'm obligated when he does that to help him win. So that's also why I don't feel comfortable with that anymore. Yeah, for sure. I speak to Pete every day and he's genuinely so sweet and caring. Have you two ever met in real life? Thank you. I appreciate the taps, sweetie. I get to tap on my browser because I can't tap on the phone. So it's like, because as I said, as you know, I have my desktop showing up because sometimes like the text doesn't show up on my phone, so I have to go here and back and forth. Now he's going to have a couple of days off when I go in June. Nice. So you're gonna finally meet him face to face. How old is he, by the way? And how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Going to go for some food, karaoke, drinks, and walks. He's 26? Okay, and how about yourself, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, okay, so it's like within reason. So yeah, that's not bad. You know, you see a lot of like relationships happen on TikTok, which I think is really sweet. So yeah, it's only 3 years. It's nothing. You know. Mama T-Rex, stop it. Remember, we do not say old here. You're seasoned. Because if you're old, then you're saying I'm old too. I am not old. You and I are well seasoned. We are well seasoned and that, you know, like just well seasoned, super tasty. You're not that much older than me, so yes. Yeah, we are not old. We are well seasoned, tasty. Exactly. Darnell, you get it. Like, I am turning 49 this year. I utterly refuse to believe that I am old. 26 is too young for a toy boy. Well, for you, like, I agree. Like, for me, my baseline would be 30 if I were single. Oh, me being 48 currently and 49 in a few months? No, that is legit. You look so young. I appreciate that. You ain't old, you young girl. Thank you, India. Yeah, you turn 50. Yeah, you're not that much older than I am. Was you 2 years old? 2 years older than I am? No, you're 1 year older than I am. You're not old. Damn, girl, what's your secret? Damn, I need a skincare routine from the two of you. Look, for me, it's just enjoying life and not in the bad way. No skincare for her, but I actually do try to. I try. Look, you know, age is in the mind. We are better looking, at least in my generation, than our predecessors when they were 40. When they were 40, they look like they're like us in 60 or 80. Got it. Shannon, how are you? 3 kids and 2 grandkids. Yeah, it still boggles my mind that you have grandchildren. That more enough. It's more than enough. How are you, Shannon? How was your Easter weekend? Oh, TikToker is filtering me again. Oh, I can't tell people's age anymore. Actually, it's not. Honestly, it's because people don't look like the age of what we thought. Like, people back, like, in the 80s, when they were in the 1980s, when they were in the 40s, look really old. Like, it was rough. How you know about these jams? India, I I used to compete in karaoke competitions, and I used to perform. And my thing was some Motown R&B, and disco, and 80 students like this. So that's how I know about these jams. And I cut my teeth in that because I used to do mainly black clubs, and they loved me, they knew me by name. I walked in, it's like, go ahead. The rule in P's Live is everyone is the same age. We're all 19 over there. That's a good one to have. I can't tell you. Let's see. I will forever be 19. Only my body disagrees. My eyesight disagrees. It's like the second I was told by my eye doctor I needed bifocals, I said, "Shut up! You take that back." If I can, I want to age like Billy D or Smoke. Yeah. Billy D stayed young for a long time. Like Dick Clark also stayed young for a long time, and then somewhere in their 90s they dropped off. Smokey Robinson didn't age much either. Thinking about it now, my knees have been disagreeing with me since I was 20. Oh, Isha, yeah, I feel that, but I was also a catcher in softball when I was not when I played, so yeah, I know the knee problem. I wish the knee problem came from other activities, but no, that also came from volleyball. Hyperextended my knee one time, and I was in crutches for a while. Or even though I hate him, William Shatner does not age. My mouth is still 19. I do karaoke. I blame that. Look, there's I do karate. I blame that. Look, I can see a lot of guys wanting to be your sparring partner if that's the case, Isha. Open wide. Oh my god. So that's India. That's how I know all these jams. The best way to meet is a good diet, no stress. There's no such thing as no stress when you're living in this day and age and you're in your 40s, 30s or 20s. No, by living in this day and age, there's no a lot of water plus stretch too. A lot of water, I agree with. And stretching does help, at least not to get stiff. I agree with. Dune is. Oh, they all have the same manager? That would make sense. That would make perfect sense then. Yeah. My music manager, she was I like her. I love her to death. Sunrise. Hi, Sunrise. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. His girlfriend is a dancer. She's freaking amazing. What, Dune or Junie or Swag? Since you like karaoke, maybe you can host karaoke live and send hand hearts to join your boxes. Be right back. I haven't hosted karaoke in a long time. And I know there are other hosts that do that. I like chatting with people. So India, just to kind of give you a reference, I started doing live as a way of therapy because I work from home and I don't get to converse a lot with people because of my work. Be right back. Oh, okay, Dune does that. So, I know all of them have girlfriends. That's why I'm like, which one are you talking about? So, India, getting back to what I was saying. So this is a way for me to meet new people and to converse and to kind of get to hang out and also get to sing every so often, which I do during my music live on occasion. I'm just kind of laying back a little bit the last last week or so to recover because I threw out my back like 2 weeks ago, and now my body's recovering from all of that. But usually I'm like dancing and singing and having a good time with everybody and encouraging everybody to have a good time too. So, so basically it tends to be like a chill out party and hang out here, but I like just hanging out with people and chatting. I love you too. Yeah, I like Isha and Mama T-Rex form, like, was in the room. Like, this is an opportunity for me to meet new people. Isha's from the UK, Mama T-Rex is from the Netherlands, you know, and like Darnell's from the West Coast in the United States. Like, and I get like a filter of a lot of people. Shannon is from Phoenix, Arizona, you know, I'm in Florida. So it's an opportunity for me to meet like different people from different places, and this is legitimately my therapy. So, you know, that's why I run my life the way I do. But if I wanted to host karaoke again, God, I used to host karaoke at a gay bar in New York City because I used to have a lot of a pretty decent gay following. But that was in my 20s. And it was a lot of fun to be in that space because I was surrounded by beautiful looking guys that I couldn't have because they were all gay and I was straight. So Sunrise, yeah, from Boston, which is pretty awesome because I've been to Boston a number of times. I did karaoke live once, invited random hosts, and some of them actually came and joined. I think that would be fun. Like, once in a while is fine. I think people would have a fun time. But to do it consistently, I think would be just a little much for me, you know. Yeah, it's like if you have a bunch of people that know how to do it, yeah, absolutely. And it'd be like a karaoke bar for real, where there would be people that know how to sing and then people that do not know how to sing, but they have that liquid courage. As one of my favorite hosts used to say, you know, all you need is liquid courage, and if you need to hit those high notes, remember to squeeze your butt cheeks. I don't usually sing, I rap. I wish I could rap. I cannot rap for the life of me. Like, I've tried. I do not have flow when it comes to rap. I am so bad. I've worked with rap groups before. It's just like, nah. I'm not a good singer, but I love karaoke after I throw a few drinks. Yeah, that's generally like how people do it, you know? Give them the balls to go up on stage and sing. Like, I love performing, and like, one of my things is I love performing on stage, and I don't get to do it as often anymore. We can do it. You can sing, I'll rap. I'd be down for that. Yeah, I miss performing live on stage. That was a lot of fun. I used to do that a lot in competition, and I have a couple wins on my belt, so. You know, it was fun doing like live band too. That sounds like so much fun. Yeah, like, so on occasion you'll see, if you see Joanne come through here, or you'll see Janet come through here. These people were part of the crew that I used to karaoke with in New York, and I used to do it a lot, to the point I was doing it practically every day. At that time I was single, so it really didn't matter, right? So some people I would compete against, and it was the point where, because so the biggest accolade, the biggest win I've ever gotten was in 2011 I won the New York State title for the Karaoke World Championships women's division. It got me on television, on ABC television, for a show that they ran for one season called Karaoke Battle USA. And I became one of the contestants on that show. So technically, yeah, I was a television contestant on a music show, um, which wasn't my first one, but at least that was my most notable one because I tried out for X Factor in the United States, and I got to the round just before the televised round. I went through like 3 rounds of competition before getting on, before getting knocked out, and also there was one that happened from VH1 called Born to Diva, and I went 2 rounds on that until I got knocked out, and that ran only for 1 season. So, but I have a couple of wins under my belt, and so it was one of my ways of release, because I pursued a music career for about 25 years, starting before the 2000s. So, which when Swag heard about that, by the way, he was like, "You, how long?" I pursued it for a long time, and I was given a lot of respect by people, which was great. But fortunately, it just it never provided an opportunity to work with a producer or do an album, which is why I'm kind of liking technology now. That's so impressive, girl. Thank you. I'm writing new music now. I haven't done it in ages. So I found an AI generator that does instrumental tracks. So I pretty much generated a bunch of audio and figured out which ones I want to write for. And I'm hoping to, before the end of this year, at least release 3 fully recorded. So that's going to take some time because I still have to write. Sorry, my screen blacked out. Be right back. Not a problem. Me nuts. So, thank you for the likes. So yeah, I'm trying to write. Thank you for the likes. So yeah, I'm trying to write new music and kind of do it again, but I'm not pursuing a music career like I did when I was in my 20s. I'm just because the industry is different. And now what I want to do is just make music and that I would listen to and release it. And if anything comes out of it, I got your back. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. And if anything comes out of it, that would be wonderful. Right now is the best time to do it because people can do it independently without relying on being a part of a record label to release music. And with TikTok being such a pulse of just music completely, you never know. I can't sing at all, but I do love to write lyrics. I haven't done it in so long. I used to do it a lot. I used to write for producers too, but I've been so out of touch. When you write your music, what inspires you? Anything and everything, truthfully, from circumstances, from life circumstances from the guys I was dating or friends that I know from their experiences, or when I was writing my music, right? Sometimes it was relationships for me, but a lot of times it was just other people's experiences that just felt like they worked for the songs I was doing. A lot of times I would write with a musician. I had a bunch of musicians I wrote with consistently, and basically they would play guitar or whatever have you, and they would figure out a riff and I would sing and we would record it, and sometimes we got to perform it. Never really released much of it except for 1 or 2. Can't wait to hear your new stuff. Yeah, well, I found a portal with all my old stuff, and I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my god, I wrote this so long ago, and it was when I in the beginning of recording on your computer, right? So a lot of it was rough, but even at that time, I was like, oh well, I figured out how to do it, and I was really happy that I got something. So I want to just be able to like put something together for myself and not have the constraints of a label telling me, oh, you can't do certain kinds of music because it's not in your genre or what have you. I just want to do music that I like, you know? Not doing somebody else's stuff, but just like write again. I haven't done it in so long. I really need to kind of get myself into it. Yes, girl, as you should. I appreciate that. When I do start like releasing stuff, I'll definitely like play some of it on my live and let you guys know. But yeah, I have picked out at least 8 to 10 tracks that I want to write with that I think are like definitely can like work out. And honestly, what I would love to do essentially, is I want to do what Lil Wayne did, which is he wasn't even signed to a label and he started working with so many artists, like recording artists that and he was on the radio constantly for being like working with these artists that the labels couldn't ignore him. I would love to have that happen. Like work with a bunch of really talented like people that are already out there making music and touring and whatever have you, and just like be featured in like a lot of different songs. Yes, I use it in edits I make for Prince and Swag extra promo. That is for Prince and Swag extra promo. That is so cool. Like, that's essentially what I want to do. I'm not chasing after a deal anymore because right now it makes no sense to get signed to a label because they're going to lock you into a really bad deal. Oh, another thing that you may not be aware of, I used to work for 2 of the largest record labels in the country. So I worked for Sony Music for about 5 years, and I worked for Universal Music Group for about 3. I worked for like different divisions of both. And I also worked for BET Network. So Isha, that would be Black Entertainment Television. I was there for like 4 years. So like I have history working at least in the back end, but also on the front end of television and music. So I actually know about the contracts that are signed. Well, impressive resume. Thank you. I actually I was trying to do all that. Like I wanted to work for the labels because I want to learn the business from the inside, because you hear about so many bad experiences that people have in regards to like signing a bad contract and not knowing what's going on. I kind of want to save myself from that by working inside the labels and finding out what they require, what they do. And yeah, I learned that, but unfortunately, when you work for them, they don't take you seriously, because half of them that work in the labels are also former musicians that never really hit it big. It's the humor of it all. Like you would never think of that, but I can tell you from working in the labels how many people were like former musicians that also wanted to get their break, and just they they didn't, because the people inside the labels would never take them seriously. Oh no, I just know, like, I know you from the legal department, or I know you from business development. No, I know you're in a band, but no, yeah. Like even one of my bosses, he was almost of the level of Dave Matthews in his heyday, and but the label wanted him to be the vice president of the state vice president of business development. It's like, oh well, there you go. It's like, yeah, that fell through. It's just. And another one who was also musician, like in a band, and did really well. He ended up going and working for Spotify, early Spotify. So it's not uncommon. It was never uncommon to like know about musicians that actually had impressive resumes that ended up working for the label. So I'm not chasing after a label anymore. I am just wanting to pursue writing good music and releasing it. You know, you really don't need it anymore. You know, labels used to be the only way you could get music out there in the world. Now with social media, who needs the labels anymore? I don't know when was the last time I listened to regular radio. I get all my music literally from TikTok, if not Instagram. Not well equipped with like names that are not like Anglican. I think would be the best way of saying it. Traditionally Anglican. It's hard for people to grasp, or at least Americans. Like, I've seen the name Isha before, so I was like, oh, okay, it's another Isha. When somebody actually calls me Isha, I feel like I'm in trouble. It's like saying your government name, like the full, like if you have like two middle names and last name, like that all said at once. It's like, you know, you're in trouble when your parents call you by your full name. It's like, oh, what did I do? Yeah, it's like there's more than one culture that knows about throwing shoes. like throwing sandals, like. And if your mother knows how to do it right, it'll be like a boomerang. That thing will go into corners. It's like, oh my god. It's the truth, though. It is the truth. Truth and life. My mom's white, so none of that. But my dad's being Jamaican. Boy. Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, you don't want to run against a Jamaican. You don't know. Some of the most hardest working individuals you will ever meet. It's like, and not even just that. Like, they run like, usually like Haitian men, like, because many of them are very lean. You don't want to try to run away from them. You will not win that race. It's the realness of it all. My dad's nickname is Turbo. He runs so fast. I believe it. I believe it. Not even just that, but a lot of Jamaicans I've met have like these long strides. So it's not just the fact that they're lean, but they have these long strides when they run. It's like, dude, you're not gonna beat that. You're just gonna don't even hurt yourself. Don't even hurt yourself. It's like, it's not gonna happen. For real, he walks at the speed of light. Yeah, it's not. You know, one of my steps is like five of like 5 of my friends, like when I was growing up in Queens. Yeah, that's like. Yeah, I don't want to try to race them. It's fruitless. It's like, yeah, don't try. Don't hurt yourself. So my loves, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the love and support. And I will be back tomorrow between 4 to 6. As chatting with you, taking a power nap. Yep, I think I'm going to do that too, India. I need the rest. And I know Isha is like after midnight where you are right now. So I will see you all tomorrow. As I said, my live runs from 4 to 6 tomorrow. I'll be here Monday through Friday, all week. And if you have any questions, nice to meet you. Nice to see you as always, Queen. I'm going to play a video game. You do you. Whatever makes you happy, girl. Play a video game or play a guy. Keep him under your boot. You're so much fun, Isha. I love you too. All right, I'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a great night wherever you are. Take